everyone, I hope that you're all super duper well. As you'll be able to tell from the title and the thumbnail of today's YouTube video is a guided tour of Durham and Durham University. I'm excited to show you everything. As you can also probably tell, it's so early right now. I seem to be on like a different dimension, to be honest. But I'm gonna get dressed and then we're gonna head out and I'm gonna give you a nice guided tour. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe if this is the kind of content that you'd like to see. I'll put all my socials down below and all that good stuff. And without further ado, let's go to Durham. So we've just pulled up and the first thing that I see is the Hildbeat building and the education building. So that's this white one right here, our creamy one even, with like the brown building right next to it there. So that's Hildbeat and this is the education building, and this is the nice view across the, you can use this as a cricket field and like other sports as well, especially in summertime. But this is the first thing that I'm seeing, which is so nice. And then literally if I turn around right now, I see this is where people do rugby, and then we have some accommodation for probably like second and third years, and also like some international students tend to get accommodation that isn't university owned sometimes. So this is that kind of section right here. And here you can see that this is the sports ground. This is the entrance to the sports ground that I was just showing you. You can probably tell that it's the same place because there's the little building right there. But yeah, this is where people go down to play cricket and so on. So I've just come from up there and we're currently walking down Old Albert, and this, as you can see, is the Department of Sociology. So that's where people who have sociology classes will do their lectures and so on. That is a bus timetable, that is a creepy alleyway, and it just continues like this. So people who do whatever their degree topic is, down here there tends to be a lot of the buildings where people have their seminars. For example, I have my English ones down here, but we haven't reached that bit just yet. So this is also student accommodation or places that you can rent. This is the Department of Sport and Exercise. This is a nice hotel and restaurant. And then down here we have where I did my English seminars in the brown building right there. So that's where, not my lectures, but it's where we had the kind of weekly, you actually have seminars for each topic, but it's where you have the weekly classes that are a bit smaller, a bit more intimate, and like you can actually do a lot of talking, because in your lectures you don't tend to really have an opportunity to do that. It's more like listening, writing down the notes or typing them depending on your style. But yeah, this building here, this is where I had my English seminars. So we've reached the bottom of Old Albert, and this is the Starbucks. This is also a Marriott hotel, but this is the Starbucks where I used to like to study the most. And we've reached the start of the city centre. This is a very famous, or like infamous, student pub, to be honest. This one in 3 Sigma. It's kind of where after you finish your exams, this is kind of where people go. So like after you finish your degree, I feel like you'll feel quite nostalgic about this. But yes, this is the entrance to the city, if you will. As you can see, there's like lots of tea rooms. There's also a lot of housing agents, because everyone's obviously going to be getting accommodation for their second and third years. This is Elbert Bridge, by the way. I thought it was, but like I just wasn't exactly sure because there's quite a few bridges, and this is the nice view from the bridge. As you can see, it's a nice blue morning actually today, which is really nice. It's been kind of grey and we're feeling the autumn vibes. But yes, this is the nice view from the bridge, and then you can see the backs of restaurants and like coffee shops here, some nice flowers. And then up here we have like more cafes, and actually there's quite a lot of new bars as well, which I'll show you along the way, but I haven't actually been to them because they're brand new. Ooh, I like that you can see this like nice outsidey bit. I think that that's a bar as well, so that'll be so cool, like on an evening looking over the river. So nice. And just next to the river we have literally rated the worst nightclub in Europe. If you come to Durham, you probably will come to Clute at some point or other. Not that I'd highly recommend it, but actually if you've been to Cambridge, it kind of reminds me of King's Bunker, which is very ironic. But yeah, that's Clute, which you'll probably go to at some point. And here is a nice new bar and grill that looks really cool. And then then we have Durham's smallest bar, which is Tin of Sardines, which is a gin bar, and that's actually a really nice one, but it is absolutely tiny, but definitely worth going to. And then we have this really groovy looking charity shop here. Another cafe. Chapters is a really nice one, which is overlooking just some nice suit shops and stuff. And then yeah, just more cafes and stuff like that up here. Down here we have one of the flat whites. They're kind of also famous in Durham because there's just so many of them, and it's just like the place where students like to go. Osborne's is also a club, but I don't even know if I went to that one, you know. I feel like that's like an OG one that maybe newer students don't really go to. But yeah, these are all the bars and fancy shops and a Subway. Honestly, you don't usually see like police cars and stuff like coming up here, so that was a bit weird, especially because I'm here really early. But yeah, that was a police car. This is Cafe Capriccio, which isn't closed, but like it looks like it's closed because we're here really early, and basically they do like, I think it's Italian owned, as you can see, like they have like classic Italian things that look very authentic. It is a cute cafe, and they do usually have like here and here they have like the outdoors seating, which I know is actually very popular now, but that was even pre, you know, the situation that happened. We have a Waterstones here, which is a very necessary shop in Durham, and there's actually another Waterstones up here, which is the university one. Oh my god, there's a bee right next to me. I've come back down the bridge because I'm here with my family, and for some reason they've actually gone. Anyway, this is back down the bridge, and if you look down, if you go down the steps that are like down there, there's like 2 bars here. So that's the Boat Club, this is Whiskey River, both very nice. But anyway, we're gonna head up the bridge now and let's see the rest of Durham. Also, I completely forgot about Jimmy Allen's. Like, I mean, don't mind the trash, but this is like also a really kind of sticky club. So you'd go to like one of these bars, and then you go to Jimmy Allen's, and then you'd go to Clute. What a night. This is definitely a new shop that we haven't seen before, so I don't even know what kind of shop this is. Oh, this is obviously one of those like gift shops. That's kind of cute. Up here is a really nice cafe called Venel's Cafe with really nice outdoor seating if you like to like study outside, which I really like to. This is the Waterstones. This is a shop that probably like if you're going on a night out, you'd probably get like a bottle of water from. And then up here we have the street that goes towards the Cathedral, which is up there, and then the other colleges as well. I literally haven't been to Durham for so long, but they actually have a new Turkish kitchen, which is so me, obviously. This looks so nice. Look at that nice interior. Ooh, and they've won something. That looks so good. We have a pizza place just opposite it, and also this nice looking waffle shop. The second one in Durham, I believe. Actually, maybe the third. This here is the University Waterstones and University Bookshop, by the way. They have like an upstairs level as well. And this is the library bar, which you'll probably come to at some point or another. And on the terrace, that's a really good place to hang out. It's also like it's also a restaurant. But yeah, that's a cool bar. And another sweet tea room over here. As you can, also, hey, I can see that you can see me in like all of these windows. And this is like a crafty kind of gift shop, bead shop type of vibe. I used to love this shop when I was younger. And down here we have like Hatfield and all the Bailey colleges, but before then, let's go this way to the Cathedral. So this is one of the Cathedral information centres, and then this is the Cathedral. So this is the majestic cathedral, looking very beautiful on an early morning. And as you can see here, this is actually a university library where some people do their studying. I don't think I actually had to take any books out of here, but that is also where you'll probably go to. You might stand there before you graduate, like you congregate there kind of thing. Also like before you matriculate, which is in your first year. But yeah, this is the cathedral. And then down here we have the cathedral accommodation. We actually have, you can't see it behind this big bush, but there's also Castle, which I'll walk along. And Castle College is technically the college for people who are at Cathedral or University College or Castle College. It has so many different names, but basically this is like their official college. But their accommodation, like I said, is down that other edge. So this is the entrance to Castle College, which is also known as Cathedral College, University College, as I already said. As you can see, this is how it looks, very nice. It's currently closed, but down here we have accommodation for like people in their second and third year, but you share a room, and then the bar is just down there as well. Also, unlike Cambridge, you can actually walk on the grass here. Yay! So down here is where some of the castle accommodation is. They're sort of like little flats, I guess, and we'll have a look at them right now. These are public toilets, by the way, don't mind them. But yeah, it's down here where we have the accommodation for castle students. I think this is some of it actually. It looks very nice. It looks very kind of modern vibes. So as you can see, this is the castle accommodation that is just next to the cathedral. Sounds beautiful, like birdsong. It's a nice tree. All very, very nice. Here we have the university police office, and then we also have a cathedral cafe here, and then this building at the end is, I think it's where people do religious studies and or music, but it's also where you go when you graduate to get your gown fitted. So it's just on this corner here, which I will show you. It's next to this lovely looking dumpstery thing. So this is the cathedral, this is like the cafe kind of place, and then just here, in fact I think you might even go in this way. I also did live drawing sessions in here. This is called Pemberton Lecture Rooms, and yeah, like I said, I think people who do music and maybe religious studies do some stuff in here. And this is where I had my gown fitted, in this beautiful building here. This is like such a good angle of the cathedral. It might be my favourite angle of it. Actually, this is a really good view of over here. This is Castle. This is the college where some people stay, but you will be sharing a room if you're actually living in the castle. And everyone congregates and graduates in the cathedral, by the way, as well. And then just down here, this is where we have all the Bailey colleges. So that's like St. Cuth's, St. John's, Chad's, all those sort of ones, and also Hatfield's just to the left here, but all the other ones are to the right. So down here we have Hatfield College. So this is the Assembly Rooms Theatre, and this is where people study classics and music. And then if we just turn around here, this is the entrance to Hatfield. As you can see, this is what it looks like. So this is literally the accommodation for Hatfield, and the bar is just down there. So this is the Bailey opposite this beautiful cathedral. So here we have Chad's, then we have John's, and then we have St. Cuth's down there, and then you have like a path to the river. The Bailey is probably one of the most beautiful bits of Durham, to be honest. Like, have a look at that. Have a look at that. And this is another entrance to the backside of the cathedral. As you can see, it's very majestic looking. This is the entrance to John's College. So this is St. John's Research Centre, and this is St. Mary's Church.